It is well, it is well with my soul. Oh, the bliss of his glorious thoughts. My sin, not in part, but the whole, is nailed to the cross, and I bear it no more. Praise the Lord, oh my soul. It is well, it is well, it is well with my soul. It is well, it is well with my soul. And God hates the day when the fate shall be sight, the clouds be rolled back as it scrolls, the trump shall resound, and the Lord shall descend. Even so, it is well with my soul. It is well.
Yes, folks, a special greetings and welcome to all of you locked to Q at this time.
With my soul.
Today being the 20th day of June 2026.
It is well.
And that is how we want to start your program here this evening.
My soul.
By now, once you hear this number entitled It Is Well With My Soul, you ought to know, you should know, that the United Progressive Party folks, they are in the house with you. And so, yes, we are here. Welcome one, welcome all.
It is well.
Tell Lou to tell Sue, tell Paul to tell all. Yes?
Like a river attended my way when sorrows like
That the United Progressive Party, yes, the program is on tonight.
whatever's my lot.
And the multi-million-dollar question we usually ask
It is well
when we hear this number,
with my soul.
is it well with your soul?
With my soul.
Because at the end of the day, if it is not well with your soul,
It is well.
all what you may have in terms of earthly possessions and whatever else, it amounts to nothing.
Oh, Satan should buffet.
So that is where we're about to get a start here
Hell should come.
with the folks from the United Progressive Party program.
Trolls.
And so straight off the bat, let me say a special greetings and welcome to all of you locked to this space at this time. Those of you in Dominica, those of you in the Eastern Caribbean in which we live, and or further afield, welcome, welcome, welcome. It is well with our soul indeed right here. Is it well with your soul? That is how we want to make the Almighty Father, be present with us tonight in song.
My soul.
Without him, we can do nothing. It is because of him we can move and have our being.
His glorious thoughts. My sin, not in part, but the
So those of you in Dominica, in the north, the south, the east, the west, those of you are locked in at this time, wherever you are tuned into Q, good evening to you.
praise the Lord, oh my soul.
Much food for thought coming your way in just a bit in terms of information from the good folks of the United Progressive Party. They are here, all smiles, and they are ready to go. Those of you on the live feed, you're getting a glimpse of who's in the house tonight.
It is well.
A brother and a sister. Joshua Francis, wherever you are this time, good evening to you, my bro, in a very special way. That is a team leader He's out on some business,
the day when the fate
but the competent team, yes, will do justice tonight. Huh?
be rolled back.
We know that you're locked. And to the other members of that team, good evening to you in a very, very special way indeed.
And the Lord shall descend.
And to the prospective team members to come,
It well with my
we are already welcoming you to the UPP family. Yes.
It is well
So tonight, for the first segment of the program,
with my
we're going to talk strictly some party matters, as it were. You're going to learn some stuff tonight.
with my soul.
So please be prepared to learn some stuff about the United Progressive Party. So if needs be, take your book, take your pens, take your pencils, as you're about to learn some things tonight. Huh?
Is well with my soul.
And then thereafter, we're going to talk to a young lady in the house, a member, team member, a family member of the United Progressive Party, none other than Mrs. Joanne Green. Yes, she is in the house with us tonight. And those of you who are up in age, that is our good old elderlies,
Like a river,
you would want to open your ears tonight, huh?
my way.
To just what this sister, Mrs. Green, got to say to us tonight. Yeah, each and every one of you. To our precious elderlies out there, good evening to you. Those of you who are homebound at this time, good evening to you as well. Those at the hospitals, good evening to you.
My soul.
The home for the aged around this country, good evening to you. No matter where you are, once you are what, above 65, 70, Joanne?
Shall be
Joanne will be talking to you guys in just a bit, huh?
be rolled
About your health. Yes, your health, as it pertains to health care for you guys.
shall resound, and the Lord shall descend.
That is part of her daily duty, huh?
It well with my
So I can tell you, she knows exactly what she's about to talk about.
soul.
And so all I ask is that you give her your ear or ears at this time.
With my soul. It is well. It is well.
And then thereafter,
My
we're gonna turn to the brother. You heard him already, and I know you love them. So he's back, Brother Davidson Timothy. So those of you from the Roseau Valley at this time, your man is in the house, huh?
it is well.
So tell Lou to tell Sue, tell all to tell Paul that Brother Davidson Timothy is in the house. Yes, let's do this as we're about to make a start here in just a bit. It's about the message tonight, huh? The message, the UPP message.
Long time, but the truth don't show now. It's real. Some children, them say we nothing, but we be the chosen. From the Bible, the prophecy still spoken. Black man, native man with a holy tribe, but colonial hand try to kill the vibe. Angels black, prophets black, the history clear.
So yes, the numbers to call us here, they're 449-3095, 3096, 3097.
Of Jacob, we
The Digiline 616-4257.
waiting for.
Overseas line 305-432-9624.
They cry for the message.
So yes, it's the message from the desk of the United Progressive Party tonight.
Yeah, yeah. This is the truth where the prophet done bless. From Jerusalem to Africa, they scatter. We to the islands to the west in slavery. Change our names, put chain on our neck. But
Let me now just move to my members here
our rule,
and say a special good evening to you guys. Joanne, you are the queen in the house tonight. Good evening to you, Joanne, in a very, very special way.
Good evening, Lofty. Good evening, and thanks for having me.
Thanks for having you. How was the day, Joanne, so far?
Ah,
Put the mic a little
Quiet.
closer to you. Just pull him. Yes. Right. Yeah.
my day has been quiet, but joyful.
Quiet but joyful. Yeah. You look quiet. You look joyful, Joanne.
I am.
All right. Good evening, brother Davidson Timothy. Good evening to you, my bro.
Good evening to you, my brother Lofty. Good evening. Good evening. Good
Oh.
evening to our queen in the house, our sister, Mrs. Green. Good evening to you.
Good evening. Good
It's
evening.
very nice to be in the
Timothy.
house with you. Good evening to all our people from the Rosa Valley. I just want to take the opportunity to greet every one of you, as I continue to move around and, I continue to make contact with you all. And it's very motivating. It's very inspiring. And I just want to say to you, thank you so much for all the warmth and the love. And we share that love with Dominica by extension. The world, people call me from all over. So they're listening, Lofty, they're listening to us. They're looking at us. And they're quite pleased with what they're hearing and seeing thus far, with Team UPP. So we just want to say a special good evening to all our listeners, wherever you are. A special evening from the Rosa Valley to our team leader, Mr. Francis, wherever you are, sir. We want you to know that we are here with you in spirit, of course, and we know that you are listening. So we just want to say a special evening to you, sir. Thank you for your leadership, and we look forward to serving our people of Dominica.
Yes, indeed, brother Davidson. Same question to you. How has the day been so far?
My day has been very wet, Lofty.
Wet from 4 this morning, Davidson.
From
it has
early
been
this morning, Lofty.
torrential showers.
The struggle is real, but I give thanks. No complaints. I just went home, prepared myself, and make my way here to the studio to share with our people. This is what it is. But I must say, it's been a wet day, very wet day.
Very wet day, very wet day.
But I give thanks, Lofty.
Indeed. Joanne, your day was wet as well?
Not really.
You were inside?
Yes.
You were not like Davidson under it?
No.
Okay,
It's scary.
that's good. So, folks, you heard them. Brother Davidson Timothy, Mrs. Green. They will be keeping you company tonight, in terms of the information to come, the much needed information, I must add. My folks from the Maho constituency at this time, good evening to you. We're talking about Campbell, Belfast, Jimmy, the Maho. Yes, Maho. Massa, Canefield proper, good evening to you, all of you out there. And Dominicans by extension. Folks, tonight in terms of party business, let us just get straight to it. We're going to talk about some basics, some fundamentals, as it were, about our party, Davidson. Mrs. Green, we're going to talk. I'm going to go through our website and basically give the listening public out there and the viewing public as well, those who are on social media, some much more needed information about the United Progressive Party, because sometimes some people just hear that name or they hear about the party, but in terms of the basics, the fundamentals, the 101 of the party, some persons are still at bay. So it is our duty to basically instill or ingrain that sort of information therein. So tonight we're going to do just that before we move across to you guys for the much more in-depth information about you guys' contribution tonight. Yeah?
Totally agree, Lofty.
Totally agree. Yes. So, folks, yes, we are here. Those of you joining us at this time, it is already 20 minutes past the hour of 7 o'clock in Dominica and the regional space in which we live. We are having this program tonight sponsored by the United Progressive Party of Dominica. Again, if you want to call in, the numbers are 449-3095, 3096, 3097. The DG line, if you want to use that line, it is 616-4257. Overseas line being 305-432-9624. Indeed. Yes, indeed. We gonna, as I said, start off here with some fundamentals of our party, because a lot of times, as I said before, Davidson, Mrs. Green, persons are, still not in the know as to some of the basics about the United Progressive Party. We're asking persons to join the team, join the family, and some persons don't have a clue. So, folks, straight up the bat, if you want to follow me along, follow us along, as it were. I am reading here from our website, and our website you can follow by typing into Google at this time. I know most of you, if not all of you, have your portable, your phones, your tablets, whatever it is, in your possession at this time. So go to log on to www, that is 3Ws.uppdominica.com. Again, let me take it very slow. www.UPP, that stands for the United Progressive Party, Dominica.com. Let me just give you guys a little time so that you could Google that stuff, and then we take a go from there. Indeed, again, the website, it is www. That is 3Ws, that is uppdominica.com. So now that you guys have plugged in, now that you guys have that information, let us get straight into it here. It says here, when you log in to that page, it says here more about our party. And that is some of the fundamentals that yours truly will be going through with you tonight in terms of that much needed information. It says here, the United Progressive Party color, Davidson, Ms. Green, is what? Orange. So it says here, our party color is orange. The symbol, it is the bottle. It represents independence and freedom on the law. Yeah, our motto is together for progress. So let me just go over that step by step in terms of some of the basics of the United Progressive Party. It says here, our party color, it is orange. So anytime you see that party color orange out there, know you are looking at the United Progressive Party. Our symbol is the bottle. We have explained already ad nauseum why the bottle, and so we need not spend time here explaining why the bottle. The symbol is the bottle, and it says here in terms of read up, it represents independence and freedom under the law. Our motto is together for progress. So if someone asks you, Davidson, what is our motto? What would you reply? Davidson, someone asks you, what is our motto? What did you reply? It says your our motto is together for
progress.
Very well indeed. In terms of continuing here, it says here the United Progressive Party of Dominica was created to offer a real choice for citizens who want honest leadership and steady progress. The party officially launched in 2022 in the Kalinago territory at a time when many people felt that the public. Sorry, let me take that again. The party officially launched in 2022 in the Kalinago territory at a time when many people felt that public life needed more transparency, fairness, and accountability. The United Progressive Party gives Dominicans the best alternative for government based on fairness and opportunity for all. Our vision here, it says here, we envisage a Dominica where democracy is respected, every citizen is treated with dignity, and development is shared fairly across all communities. This vision includes protecting the nature island and managing the country's resources in a sustainable way that supports long-term well-being. As part of our mission now, it says here, our mission, that is the mission of the party, it is to contest general elections and guide the nation's affairs with responsible leadership and practical policies. We aim to strengthen governance, promote fairness, and ensure that national progress benefits all Dominicans. Our values here, as we continue here, the values, that is the core principles by which we operate from. It says here, the United Progressive Party is anchored in values that reflect our commitment to our country. And some of these are sustainable development, solidarity, dignity, justice, equity, liberty, transparency, leadership, integrity, and accountability. It says here, these values guide our decisions and shape the policies we bring forward. Yeah. So folks, basically that is in a nutshell in terms of the core, the basic information about the United Progressive Party that I would wish to share with us tonight in the interest of time. So just to repeat, we spoke about the party color, which is orange. We spoke about the party symbol, which is a bottle, and the motto, which is together for progress. We also went into detailing our vision, our mission, and our core values, as it were. Davidson, Ms. Green, I think that is enough food to digest tonight in terms of the information from UPP. There's much more. There's the Constitution, there are other aspects on that website, but we will, in subsequent programs, we will be going through it with a fine-tooth comb.
Okay.
Yeah? Good.
That's right.
All right, folks, that is just the information that we would like to share with you tonight. We want to give it to you, Davidson, like, well, Mrs. Green, like you are at the hospital when you administer medication, right? You don't want to give your patient, as it were, too much one time.
That's true.
That is why you have this, as you call it, this dosage.
Yes.
Why, Miss Green?
Well, Lofty, I'm not really nurse. I used to be a nursing at the hospital, but I left in order to pursue my goal, which is taking care of the elderly.
Okay.
So going as far as telling you about the dosage, medication, and so on, I cannot really tell you. But on a daily basis, I do administer medication to my residents, and those medication would be prescribed by the doctors.
Okay.
So,
but basically, what I'm trying to extract from you, Ms. Green, is why would you, for example, not give a full bottle of whatever it is to one of your elderly? Why? Why would you do it in bit by bit by bit?
Giving my elderly is too much of a dosage, Lofty, that would definitely lead to the death or
Can cause harm to them.
Can cause harm to them, yes, definitely.
Yeah, so thank you. So basically, that is why we are tonight, Davidson, Ms. Green, giving our listeners, our viewers, that is information about the United Progressive Party, but we're giving it to them in portions, as it small portions, so that they can better be digested.
That's right.
Take it in, digest it, and then when we come in subsequent, programs like this, we can give them a little more until they are, quote unquote, fully enlightened,
Totally agree.
and will make that enlightened decision to be part of the family.
That's right.
Definitely.
That's right.
Good. All right. Cool. All right. Okay. In the interest of time, it's already 7:30. We're gonna now turn to our elderlies in Dominica. We know that we have a number of people who are 100 years plus, centenarians in Dominica, and so we applaud you guys out there. We have a large chunk of our population, Joe, and that is up in age, 70 plus, and that speaks to something good about Dominica in terms of the lifestyle that some of our elderlies, went through in terms of the eating habits, their sleeping habits, whatever it is that contributed to that longevity. But we know as person aged, then they will have the need for persons like you to come into their life. Just give us, Ms. Green, an idea of how do you go about on a daily basis dealing with an elderly in your care?
Well, Lofty, as you know, I do own an elderly care home.
Okay.
And sometimes it could be very difficult dealing with them, especially those who have the dementia. And, as they age, like the Bible said, once a man, twice a child. And we definitely see on a daily basis, we definitely see that portray out of them. Like I have a 102-year-old, God bless her soul. She's turning 102 in June. And Lofty, she is basically the strongest person in the house. And what she would usually ask for at lunchtime, and most of the time she would ask for crayfish and breadfruit, toto yampe.
Wow.
And, we try our best to give that to her. And Lofty, you just have to love them. You just have to love them. And most times when there are times that they're not themselves. So you have to really get to know them. You have to love them. It's not just caring for them. It's not just bathing them, feeding them, and just leaving them by themselves to wander over the place. You have to nurture them. You have to hug them. You have to let them know that you're there for them. You care for them. There are times I take my elderlies, I bring them out into the public, meet and greet. I'll take them to the market, because these are the things that they used to do on a daily basis before they could not do it on their own. So Lofty, I just enjoy being with my elderlies.
How long have you been involved in taking care of the elderlies? How long?
Well, Lofty, this is something that I grew up taking care of my elderlies. There are times I used to leave my home. I had this uncle, Mr. Antoine, and I can never forget him. He's the one who really taught me how to play domino.
Okay.
And I think today I'm probably one of the best that I know. Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes. So, Lofty, I used to actually abandon my work duties, and I used to go and spend time with him, assist him to do his little work. I just love them. I just love them. And you have to really be around them. You have to learn them, to know exactly what they want and what they need. So at the end of the day, when I get home, I had something waiting for me, which is the whip, but that still didn't used to discourage me. At the end of in the mornings when I wake, you look for me, that's where you'll find me, just assisting my elderlies, helping them, doing their chores, so Lofty, it's just wonders.
It's part of you. It's part of you.
It's part of me.
Okay. In terms of your business, I take it from you that you are involved in a business now, taking care of the elderlies. Where exactly you are located?
Well, Lofty, I have two branches. I have a branch 4 lanes above the hospital,
Okay.
which is Jepson Lane, and then I have a branch in Emsall.
Okay.
So, yes.
Contact information, just in case somebody may be listening. A matter of fact, a lady reached out to me earlier and told me, send Joanne's number for me. I have whoever it is that, I may need Joanne's service. So,
well, my telephone number is 295-1078, or you can reach me at the office 440-6462.
let's take it a little slower.
Okay, 295-1078, or the office number is 440-6462.
Okay. Joanne, you being part and parcel of the UPP family now, tell us how important is that role that you're playing with the elderlies, and how can that be part of the UPP's mission now out there?
Well, Lofty, healthcare is not just about the doctors or the nurses or even medicine. Healthcare is about the people, the communities. We have to engage, we have to assist. Like we have this thing they call the Yes We Care program.
Yes.
And I have had the encounter of working with a few of them. And Lofty, some of them, they would come to the elderly. Some of them would just sit on the phone. You have the elderly to take care of. They sit on the phone all day, all night. What do you do for the elderly? Lofty, I just have to encourage people out there that it's not just about coming to the elderly's home and just you you clean, you mop, you do whatever you have to do for them. You sit down, you enroll in conversation with them. You talk to them. You let them know that they're still worthy of being among us. So I feel that it's a national priority for us to build a strong nation that would take care of our elderlies, because they are the ones who have us here today. Like we have the Prime Minister, he had his mother. We have you, Mr. Timothy, you have your mother, you know, so I feel that we should really take care of them, treat them like we would want to be treated when we get older, not neglect our elderlies.
Sure.
Like the other day, I got invited to Fonkole to see an elderly because I spoke to this gentleman and I asked him about the elderlies in Fonkole because Fonkole is one of the places that is dear to my heart. I just love that thing. I know there are persons out there in Fonkole who, you know, that's a village that you can, the people out there, they have, how I would say it, Lofty, give me a word I could use.
In terms
Potential.
Yeah.
I see potential in that village.
Mhm.
And Lofty, it broke my heart when I went to visit that elderly. I just talking about it, it's just, I'm just shivering. And I saw this lady there and she was actually by herself. The house was in a mess. And when I asked the person who accompanied me, who is taking care of that lady, I found out that it was a mentally ill grandson of hers. And I feel that we can do more. We can do more for our elderlies out there. It's not just coming to the home, sit down and, you know, give them food to eat. There is more that we can do for them. We have better health care. We need to provide our elderly with better health care. Treat them to the best, Lofty, because growing up, I know that our elderlies, they took care of us. They treated us to the best. That's why we are here today. You know?
Yeah. All right, Joanne, thank you very much. Just take a opinion. Someone is on the line. Caller, good evening to you. You are on the United Progressive Party's program. Go right on. Caller, good evening.
Hello.
Hi, good evening.
Good evening, Lofty.
Good evening. Good evening, ma'am.
I'm calling from Guadeloupe, Taru, Guadeloupe.
All right, you're calling from Taru and you're in Guadeloupe.
Yes,
Okay.
you know me all right.
Yes, I know you very well. Very well. You are up in age as well.
Happy Father's Day in advance.
All right, thank you. Thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you.
I'm listening.
All right, and keep your eyes and ears glued to Q. Thank you very much. All right, that is an elderly. I recognize the voice. She lives in Taru, but she's presently in Guadeloupe. So the elderlies, they are glued. They are listening to you, Joanne. Mr. Timothy, let me just pull you in the conversation now because I heard you said that your mom passed sometime. How would you tie in, Davidson, the elderlies in terms of the importance to us as a country, in terms of what they did for us, what they, you know, how would you tie in that conversation that Joanne is having in terms of the importance of elderlies to country?
Lovely. I just want to, this is a very personal topic for me.
Mhm.
You know, I admire Mrs. Green and her passion for what she does every day in terms of offering that special service, much needed service to our citizens, especially our elderly, because one of the things I love funerals. I don't like to know people die. Some people say they don't like funerals. I'm just going to give you an example of me from my personal take.
That's why you're in black tonight, Davidson. Joanne, you have to watch yourself there.
Right? Because one of the things I always say to myself whenever I go to a funeral, not just to support the family of the living, but I picture myself one day I will be like that. So as we speak of the elderlies, for me, I always think of it like, how do we would like to be? How would we like to get older? Understand? So it's something that I personally think it has to be something that we have instilled in us from very young. As Mrs. Green said, it's been something that she has a special interest in from very young, right? So from that, there's no number to that. So she could say, she could have just answered straight all her life thus far, right? Is that right, Mrs. Green? Yes. right?
Definitely.
So for me, I personally, Lofty, I have spent a lot of time with elderly. A lot of who I am today is because of the elderlies. I spent my younger days, I spent a lot of time with my mom, my dad, and all the elderly people. I have learned a lot of wisdom from them. I have learned a lot of a lot of the qualities, the values, the principles I have in me today. I can safely say, humbly say, it contributed a lot from my exposure at a very young age to elderly people. So we as UPP, you asked the question earlier, and I'm going to take it for me first.
Yeah.
I see we as a party, UPP, United Progressive Party, this is very close to our heart. Our people, our youth, our men, our women, and our elderly, of course, because they would have contributed immensely to Dominica's well-being. So when they get to that age, we as a government, we as a party, our aim, our pride is to take care of them, to let them know that they are valued, as Mrs. Green said earlier. Their contributions they made when they could, when they were younger, it's meaningful, it's appreciated. I met this lady in my constituency in Cochrane, 102. This lady, she's alert, right? And when she saw me, it's like she knew me from ever.
Her nickname is
May.
Mamaxo. They call her
Mamaxo,
Mamaxo.
Yes.
okay.
Yes.
Mamaxo, right? And
She may be listening now as we speak.
Mamaxo, good evening to you. She is amazing.
She's
Lovely.
alert, I can tell you that.
She eats by herself. I mean, I was just so refreshing. So as Mrs. Green is speaking about this elderly, patient that she has in her care, and what she's doing, and she's one of the healthiest one there. I think of one of my constituents, as I said, in Cochrane, and you could see the joy, the love of God. These people that they are at peace. And they have a lot to contribute. So there's a lot we can learn. And we as a party, I know for sure, this is something that's close to our heart. Me personally, this is something that's very close to me. And as you said earlier, Lofty, my mom has passed on.
Yeah.
This month gives my mom 10 years since she's passed on. On Monday, actually, the 22nd of June, gives her 10 years since she's moved on back into the spiritual world. And I must say to you that it was time well spent. I look back sometimes, most times, almost every day, I think of mom and I am at peace. What I'm doing now, today there in the rain, I knew I doing my thing today, what I trading, and I was thinking of mommy, how she would have done it. And all that gave me strength. Though I was wet, but I felt warm on the inside, just thinking that that's what she would have done, serving her people with a smile, making sure that she treat her customers with respect. Always had a good word for her customers, for the people that she come in contact with. So our elderlies are very valued in our society. And again, what I've picked up from us as a party is something that's close to our heart. You understand? So Mrs. Green, I must say, I'm sure our party leader will be happy for me to say that to you. We are happy to have you in our party where you are specialized in healthcare, right?
Thank you, Mr.
Providing special care to our elderly, right? So we
yes.
want to say to you, it's a pleasure to have you among us with that sense of experience and skill that you're offering to our citizens of Dominica, and of course to whoever, because there'll be people visiting and they would love to be part of. I mean, one of the things that we are trying to do for sure, I know, is to make Dominica be a home to retire.
Oh yes,
You know,
oh yes, and
not just to work.
that's definitely true, because that's actually my goal. I am aiming to have one of the best healthcare system in Dominica just for the elderly.
Beautiful.
Geriatric care,
Beautiful.
because this is my life.
Beautiful.
My elderly.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Joanne, what are some of the how I'd call it, the downsides of what you do? Any hiccups with the elderly? Any situations that you sometimes you double think of you being in that field? Well, what are some of the things, the obstacles there? What are some of the things that sort of,
some of the
have
things
you saying, why did I choose that field?
But there are times, Lofty, hélas, sleepless nights, because some of them at nights, they feel well, for them it's daytime.
Okay.
And during the day, that is when they're sleeping. So at nights, when you're there and you're saying, okay, you put them to bed,
But remember, Joan, you said it initially, yeah?
yes,
Once a man, twice,
twice a child.
Exactly. So right there, they are displaying childlike quality.
Oh yes, oh yes. There are times when you feel that you put them to bed
Mhm.
and it's already midnight or after 1 a.m. And Lofty, you're there and you're trying to take a little fight because you're tired, you were with them all day doing what you have to do for them during the day. Oh, Lofty, that is when it begins. You would hear one screaming by there, one screaming by here, and you're wondering what is wrong. When you go to them, nothing is wrong. What is wrong, Auntie Pearlie? Nothing, my dear. So, Auntie Pearlie, why are you screaming? I'm ready to go to work. No, I'm ready to go to work. It's time for me to get her, because she used to be a nurse.
Okay.
God bless her soul. And she always, if one of the residents, something is happening to them, she would be one of the first to be there, inquisitive and running. She would be there checking their pulse. She would be there wondering what is wrong. So at her age, 102, Lofty, there are times that she still has her faculties and she know what she's doing.
Mhm.
And she was proud of this and she always speaks of it. So this is one of
The challenges.
the challenges that I face. And another, Lofty, at our hospital, there are times that I just want to scream. There are so many good nurses out there and so many good doctors. And there are those who I feel that they just take the job just for just wanting monies because they have nothing else to do. And it breaks my heart to see how some of them really treat our elderly, because our elderly those are the people who formed us. Those are the people who created the community that we live in today. And Lofty, our community today, it's, sometimes I want to just leave this place because what we have become, Lofty, it's heartbreaking and it's really terrible. But I do not want to really bring down our health care system, because I know for a fact that sometimes it's not our doctors or the nurses' fault. I look at it from the hierarchy where our doctors, our young doctors, they go out there and study, and coming back home is like not having the zeal to be there. Yes, that is what they went to study and that is what they want to do, but not being able to do it how they want. For instance, I have this nurse who I know she really loved her job. And when she told me that she was leaving, Lofty, and the reason that she told me she was leaving, I feel that we, government, we need to create a better society for our doctors and our nurses, so that when they come back home, they have the opportunity to stay here and not leave. I don't believe that our doctors and nurses wants to leave and go to other places to work, but they're not getting the treatment, or I should say that the salary, Lofty. And this is one of the things that I know that we, the UPP, we are looking into in order to allow our nurses and our doctors, when they go out there to study, they would want to come back home and not run and leave the island. Because I feel there's enough here. We just need to create a better hospital and a better healthcare system in order to want our nurses and our doctors to stay here.
You touching on the hospital now, and let me just have you tie in a point there in terms of the care at the hospitals based on your experience, your intervention sometimes with persons in your care. How is that?
Well, Lofty, there are times when I have my patients at the hospital.
Uh-huh.
It sickens me at times.
Mhm.
When I would go to the ward to check on my patients, I would meet my patient's medication. Morning medication would meet afternoon medication. Because, and as I said, I don't totally blame the nurses. I think that they're tired of the wards are filled
Mhm.
and they don't have it doesn't have adequate staffing
Okay.
in order to assist them to do their jobs. They're tired. When you go to the hospital and you have with 2 or 3 nurses on a shift with 30 patients, Lofty, there are times even when I have my patients and I go to the ward, I would assist the nurses. I would assist them with their baths. I would assist them to do what they have to do, just to try and help to minimize.
Joanne, based on what you're saying now, I have heard a number of reports emanating out of the hospital, which suggests that it coincides with the point that you're making. A lot of persons get what you call bed sores up in the hospital.
Yes.
They went in without any bed sore, and whilst up there, they are noticed with bed sores. They are suspected of bed sores. They are experiencing that situation with bed sores. And then most of the families, all of the families would say that is because of the immobility now of these patients based on the care or the lack thereof that they're receiving at the hospital, hence the bed sores and whatever associated situations be brought about. Have you had any situations of that before?
Well, yes, I did. One of my residents, he went in without a bed sore.
Mhm.
And when a couple of days after, when I went in to check him, he had a bed sore on his butt and one on the back heel. That is one thing that they do whenever you bring your residents in. They would assess the patient's body
Okay.
to ensure that there's not any bed sore, because their family who does bring their family member to the hospital with bed sore, and then they blame it on the nurses. But there are times that persons go in
Mhm.
without bed sore and comes out with, yeah.
Bed
But
sore.
I thank God that I'm able to deal with it and, take care of. I have great staff who
Okay.
works with me. And Lofty, I have to applaud my staff. They does a very good job when
Okay.
it comes to taking care of bed sores and taking care of my residents.
Roughly how many staff you have on hand to deal with those 2 facilities you have?
Well, I have at one I have 5, and at the other I have 10, so I have 15.
Okay, and in
Yes.
all, how many of the elderlies now you take care of
Well, for now we have 16 elderlies
in total?
in total.
The 2
yes,
units.
In 2 units.
Okay.
And I have elderlies on the outside as well. I also do mobile care. So I
Okay.
do have elderlies that I take care of on the outside.
Okay. Now we are talking now healthcare / the elderly. We are putting together now a party, a movement for the Dominican people as an alternate. Joanne, do you see yourself, based on your experience dealing with the elderly over a number of years now, do you see yourself finding your niche now in what we are putting together called the United Progressive Party?
Oh yes, Lofty. Definitely.
And how would you use what you have learned, what you have experienced so far to help further the efforts of the movement?
Well, Lofty, we just want to create a better system, better healthcare system for our elderlies,
Okay.
and not just for our elderlies, for the young folks as well. They deserve the quality care. And that is what we, UPP, we are looking to portray or to bring to the people, to especially our elderly, because growing up, they took care of us with care. And right now, Lofty is like, I believe that some of our elderlies are being, pushed aside. And growing up, I for sure had my grandmother who took very good care of me. And when it was my turn to take care of her, Lofty, all I could do, because at the time I was going to college. So when I was asked to leave my college to take care of her, I declined because I really wanted to continue my education, but I never let that stop me from going up on a weekend to assist my auntie to take care of her. And Lofty, this is what I believe that our elderlies deserve, the better care. And that is what I believe that UPP is going to bring to the table when it comes to the healthcare.
Okay, so finally, Joanne, because we are basically out of time with you already read that segment, how time flies. So in a nutshell, Joanne, what I'm hearing you saying, with you being part of the UPP's team, then the cries that we are hearing of late in terms of the neglect of the elderly doesn't have this, the elderly doesn't have that. You are giving the elderly / the people of Dominica that assurance out there that you being part of that United Progressive Party team, things like that will be rectified in the future.
Oh, most definitely, Lofty, most definitely. I have already started, especially with the elderlies that I have taken care of right now.
Okay.
So.
All right, Joanne, thank you very, very much indeed. Folks, we are already 8 o'clock in Dominica. How time flies. Joanne, you see how time flies?
Yes, it does.
It does. Yeah, let's do this number, folks. We'll be back in just a bit. Let's do this. Yes, this one. Yes, showers of blessing.
Look at the dry ground beneath your feet.
Let's take this one from the very top. Yeah,
it looks like nothing.
Let's take this one from the very top.
Look at the dry ground beneath your feet. It looks like nothing will ever grow again. You have been praying for rain.
And that is a good song to segue us into the next topic, huh?
But I came here to tell you today.
Re-agriculture and the importance thereof.
The sky is changing. The clouds are gathering. The hand of the Almighty is moving on your behalf. Every dry area of your life is about to feel the water.
That's the assurance, folks. That's the assurance for you guys out there. Huh? Keep hope alive.
Is over.
The drought is over. To all the farmers out there, this first verse is for you guys.
Oh, I met a young farmer standing in his withered field, crying out to heaven for a harvest and a yield. 3 long years of dust, 3 long years of pain. He said, brother, tell me, will I ever see the rain? I told him, hold on steady, look up to the sky, because the King of Kings will never let his children die. Shall be showers of
Come on now, sing along.
season refreshing
Was showers of blessing, sea of refreshing.
from above. Oh, there shall be showers of blessing. There shall be season refreshing. Sent from Jah from above.
Keep hope alive, people. Keep hope alive.
Sitting by a broken door.
Now, to all these struggling mothers out there, this line, this verse is especially for you, huh? All these struggling people of Dominica at this time.
Sent from from above.
This verse.
Be showers of blessing. There shall be seasons refreshing. Sent from from above.
Pay attention now.
Sitting by a broken door. She said she couldn't take the empty cupboards anymore. Her children were crying. Her spirit was so low. She didn't know which way or where she had to go. But just like the man of old, she fell down on her knees, and a sudden rushing wind started moving through the trees. There shall be showers of
Yes, my people, sing along.
season refreshing.
There shall be showers of blessing. Just keep hope alive, people. Keep that hope alive.
Shall be showers
Folks, you just heard none other than Mrs. Joan Green. She's part of the UPP team with special focus on the elderly tonight in terms of her contribution. So to all our elderlies out there, the north, the south, the east, the west, the center, those of you overseas and listening on at this time, a special good evening to you.
let the rivers overflow. Every broken
Thank you for your contribution to country.
road from the east to the
Thank you for your wisdom that you have passed on
abundance
and is still passing on.
There shall be showers of blessing.
You are our precious gems indeed. All the elderlies out there.
Oh, there
You are indeed a blessing.
shall be
Season refreshing.
So Miss Green, Mrs. Green, that is, thank you very much for your invaluable contribution tonight. Huh?
And you're most welcome, Lofty. You're most welcome.
Most welcome indeed. That big smile. All right, let's turn now to our brother here. I was gonna call it, bro. I was gonna call a name there, but I'll reserve that for when you go outside. Davidson, you want that block tonight, huh? Davidson, we're gonna switch gear now, as it were, to an important and a very important, I must add, aspect of our life: agriculture. Agriculture is life, basically. Your man, your hands are in the soil. You told us tonight you were wet today. You were dealing with your produce and whatever it is. Davidson, just to open up here, give us how important it is food now is to us as humans.
Lovely. This conversation here tonight and this setting is so, I think it's so fitting and so timely, and it's in sync with what Mrs. Green had to say, because when we think of the elderly, we think of 102. That means that person must have had a good diet.
True.
And they must have a good diet to
To continue on.
to live, to maintain that age. So agriculture, I have been saying from a very long time, is life. We have been taking agriculture so lightly. It's concerning, right? So tonight's program, in sync with agriculture and healthcare, Mrs. Green,
Ties in nicely.
it ties in nicely. We need agriculture. Agriculture there's no ifs and buts about it, right? If we're going to be getting to that good old age after we've put in our hours daily, we need to have a very important diet. It is a must. our exercise,
Mm.
our fruits, our vegetables, our exercise. We need a very good diet. So agriculture ties in very, very nicely. And from what I can gather thus far with the UPP family, this is something that's very, very close to our heart. You know, healthy farming practices, because to live to that good old age, you need to have had some really good farming practices daily to get some really good stuff to eat, close to natural as possible. We say organic, but it's close to natural as possible to maintain that good old health mentally, physically, and to get us to that point where we can age gracefully, gracefully. People look at you and they wonder what's your age, and they tell them whatever your age is, and it's like, what have you been eating? Where have you been? Dominica. I've been living in Dominica. I've been working in Dominica all my life, most of my life. I only went to study. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That would be the response. Like when people look at us here in Dominica, we are Nature Island. We are in Nature Island. I live in Nature Island.
Sure.
And it would be so much of a great thing for people to come to work here, to holiday here, knowing that we have a very good healthcare system, a very good food program / agriculture system where we can get good stuff, So
So on that note, Davidson, we heard Joshua Francis, the team leader, cited on a number of times already that not if, but when the UPP is part or whole in government, governing this country, he has already envisaged somewhere in Dominica. He has already, put it in his mind that a part of Dominica will be designated as a green zone, whereby, as you alluded to earlier, only organic stuff will be delivered from there, will be grown from there. Would you support that move? And why?
Lofty, I don't think it's by chance UPP is on the in this season. I don't think it's by chance. And our team leader, Mr. Francis, I respect this gentleman a lot. I think his timing with us as UPP for this season is very timely, and it's in sync with everything.
So
right?
we are
so what he's proposing, what he's presenting to us as a people, as Dominica. I mean, as I move around, we move around, Lofty. I mean, as we said earlier, we want to take it in small dosage. We don't want to get too excited. We don't want to say too much. We don't want to give the people too much. But UPP, from what I personally have been seeing on the ground, it's welcoming. People have been taking it well because they can see our message. It's a message of hope. It's a message of wellness. It's a message of NSYNC, of collaboration, where it's something to look forward to. So Mr. Francis allocating, when we get into office, an area of Dominica where we could call that area organic zone or naturally grown area, to make sure what we eat properly, right? We eat healthy stuff. This is so timely, it's not funny, right? So I personally think that what we are doing there, I mean, we have other people that are going to join our team with other areas of interest, and it's just going to be something amazing to look forward to from UPP. You understand? So we as a party, I feel honored to be part of this movement. I am ready with this movement. For me, it's a liberty. You understand? Today they're doing my trading and whatever, and I'm at peace. I look forward to tonight's program, which I'm here now, and I'm thinking, I can't wait to share the good news of hope with the people of Dominica and whoever is interested from any other neighboring islands or further afield, right? So I think, Lofty, I think it's personally what we are offering as a party. It's something for any sensible Dominican to sit down, to want to know, as we started tonight's program and where we spend some time just telling people, we are a new party. We are, yes, we are. But we are experienced party, experienced people on board. We have a lot to offer. So we're sharing that knowledge with people and letting them be aware of what we are about, what our intentions are, not just for them, but with them, because it's included. It's not just we telling them what to do. It's we presenting to the people something that they can think of and tell themselves, I want to be part of that. You know?
Let me read to you, Davidson, what someone said in terms of a comment sometime earlier today. And Joshua Francis posted your face. He posted you there dealing with the topic that you're dealing with tonight,
Yes.
agriculture and whatever it is.
Yes.
And I took note. Someone by the name of Ednovic, I hope I pronounced that surname correctly. She says here, take note based on what you said before in
Yes.
terms of confirmation. This lady, I'm presuming, says, from listening to Joshua, I can say he seems to be a very genuine person.
Yes, he is.
Even if his party, that person says, doesn't win this time around, which we know we're going to win. Dominica is going to win. We are here. We are basically prophesying that, and it shall be manifested.
Amen.
Good. UPP, she says, might be the next big thing to bite. I like how he talks without giving people mépris. That person's right. So in that comment from a lady, I'm presuming, it is packed with information, especially on the last segment, whereby she said the mépris that goes along with the politicking, the politics of the day, UPP is not part of that.
Lofty, to support what you are saying there. I mean, we are on the ground. We try to move around as a group. So we hear, we see. So we go in each other's areas and we hear, we see.
Mhm.
And then we learn and we grow. And because it's a shame. And to support what this person is saying there and what we at UPP stand for, I mean, it's amazing because NIPI for what? We are here to educate. We are here to provide hope. We are ministering. We're not just politicking and just trying to bring people down. I personally don't have time for that.
Mhm.
You don't have time for that, Lofty. Mrs. Green don't have time for that. So what? And Mr. Francis surely don't have time for that. None of us have time for that. That's not what our message is. Earlier on, we took some time to share with our people what we are about as a party, didn't we?
Yes, the fundamentals.
The fundamentals of our party. It's in writing. We ask them to go to the website to see for themselves. We were not just telling them something that, and then again, I mean, as we said earlier, Mrs. Green, you give us a word for tonight, small dose, right? Can I use that word? Right, Lofty?
She has not placed any copyrights on the as yet. As yet.
As we continue to share with the people can see. I'm just relating that to the message that the person,
Yes.
highlighted
Mhm.
earlier, and what they've been seeing thus far. And there's many more people like that. They can see through our message. It's a message of hope. It's a breath of fresh air, and the people are ready to receive it. And when we come into office, Lofty, it's not just going to be you in office, I in office, Mrs. Green in office, or Mr. Francis in office. It's going to be for all of us, where everybody will get a chance to be part of that change. They will own it. Lofty, it's tight. And everything is in sync. In healthcare, a lot of people are ailing with their healthcare. A lot of people can't afford their day-to-day levity in terms of meeting their daily commitments, right? And everything is a link. Some people are stressed. Some people are not eating properly. You know what I mean? Some people, they can't afford it. They just can't afford. So we as a party, we as UPP, what we are presenting to the people is really taking our time. And I give thanks to our leader and every member of us thus far that have presented ourselves to serve, to share with the people, right? Our message is a message of hope. Lofty, our message is a message of hope, right? So what we are offering to the people of Dominica is something that as I move around, I can see people are, like in the Rosa Valley, I mean, people are so welcoming to what's going on. I mean, as we move around, I'm like, when are you going to come by me? When are you going to pass by me to share the word? They're hearing, they're seeing, right? And they can relate to me, to us, because our levity is on that wavelength. Mr. Francis as well. They can relate to him.
Yeah.
So many people that he's reaching out to, you know.
Sure. All right. Davidson, Joanne, we have been at it for some time. Let us take some of the comments. Folks, remember we're having as a Rastaman, it's a levity, live conversation with Davidson and Miss Green tonight. The numbers to call into the program, just in case you want to do so, they are 449-3095, 449-3096, 449-3097. If you have a DigiLine, 616-4257. Those of you overseas and you want to contribute, that number 305-432-9624. Let's take some of the comments now from the feed, and then we'll get back to Davidson and Mrs. Green here. Jasid Leroy James, that is my brother. Good evening to you, sir. I haven't seen you for some time. Says here, nice program. Mason Stewart says, good evening and blessings to everyone. Georgette Henry writes, that is so true about the Yes You Care workers. They don't even have a conversation with them. And I guess she's referring to the comment that you made earlier, Mrs. Green, in terms of the care or the lack thereof for the elderly. Brother Chris Buguno, that is, good evening to you, says, bless of love to you, my bro. Simeon George says, good evening. We have a message here from, was it Cole John? Well, Cole John, let me just tell you, sir, thanks for listening first and foremost, but your comment here is out of order. And so I'll take a leaf from Angelo Allen's book now. You could go read a book, all right? That will do you much better in that. We are talking serious business here, and we are not here to, sort of skirt around the issues and play this, this little games here. So go read a book. That will make you much brighter, much better. Blessings to all. That is Bryna Francis. Good evening to you as well, Miss Francis, indeed. So, Davidson, in terms of the importance of agriculture now, the agricultural sector to Dominica and Dominicans, you a man, I cannot overstress that. You a man, your hands are in the soil basically every day. How do you plug it together, put it together in terms of the importance of that sector to Dominicans now on a whole?
Lofty, this is very important, right?
Mm-hmm.
What we need now is to get to use. We have a lot of local resources. We have a lot of technocrats among us, and they are willing to share their knowledge. So it's not going to be just one set of people. We have what it takes. We have the people who know how. So we need to engage them, utilize what they have, their experience, their knowledge, right? And to teach that to our young people, where it becomes a levity, where from very young you get to learn the fundamentals. So every young person into the elderly age, they have a very good understanding of the importance of good farming practices with a levity as your food, right? So what we need to do now is to reset the mindset of our people. It's not too late. We can do it, right? So we need to start now. We cannot continue like this. For example, on the market there, I look at the Friday market, the Saturday market, Lofty, and people hardly come to the market. Father's Day is coming up, and people hardly come to the market to say, okay, let me go and get some healthy stuff to prepare a healthy meal, locally grown products. Let me support my local people, my local farmers. You know what I mean?
I was there this morning, so I can attest to what you're saying.
Lofty,
and I'm there most every Saturday.
Lofty,
and so the bumper crowd, the usual crowd that our market would normally get on a Friday, Saturday, it is not there anymore.
This is the main market in our country, in our city, in our country. And Lofty, for whatever the occasion is, again, it's back to the spending power, back again to the mindset in terms of understanding how important agriculture is to one's life, because agriculture is life. So we need to do some re-educating here of our people. And we need to go back into the school system and teach our young people, young men and women, so where it becomes a levity, where everybody gets that opportunity to understand the importance, where we can buy local, support local, grow local. You know what I mean? And it's not just about giving somebody, backyard garden, and the person doesn't even know what they're doing and whatever, right? Where we have people that know what it is, observing good farming practices, minimum to no pesticides and chemicals, and you know what I mean, and making sure that when these items are grown, we get the best. So it's very important. Again, it ties in with the healthcare, you know.
True. That is what you do. Charles William writes here. Brother Charles William, good evening to you, part of the UPP team. Norma Fontaine Philbert, good evening to you as well. You Sealer James, good evening to you, my dear. Long time do see, long time do hear. But thank you for your eyes and ears. That is you Sealer James indeed. Today's message, that is Charles Williams writing here. Today's message is your food is your medicine. That's part of our drive. And basically he's agreeing with you.
That's right.
In terms of your comments.
That's right. Lot is very important. It's very important that that's what I'm saying, like UPP, I think this is our chance. This is our season. This is our opportunity. This is Dominica's chance. So what we are presenting to our people of Dominica is a clear message. We have been called. What we are ministering to our people, what we're looking to share with our people is from the Almighty.
And just to add to what you're saying, Davidson, you are not just talking, because I have had a number of opportunities to see you in live action on your farm, passing on that intel, passing on that information, basically to let the young people know, the school-age children know some much more needed information in terms of what you are involved in on a daily basis.
As you rightly say, Lofty, this has been going on for a very long time, right? I take it to my mom, my dad, or the people in my community. You know, I have different holdings where I do different things. And again, it's all good farming practices to share the knowledge, to make sure that people are aware of what we eat, what we drink, how we take care of ourselves. Because agriculture is very, very important to one's diet, to one's longevity. Right? Again, Joanne mentioned earlier about a few of her residents, and they have been of that age, 80, 90, 100. So you have to have a good diet to live that age.
So in terms of the very same question I asked Joanne, you, Davidson Timothy, your hand is in the soil, as I said, practically every day. Do you see yourself now being a team member of UPP, being part and parcel of that family now, contributing much more in a significant way now, not just to community, not to family, but to country?
Lofty, I'm ready. I am ready. I am a member of UPP, and I'm ready. UPP is a change for Dominica. UPP is providing hope for Dominica. I am humbled by this opportunity. I'm ready for this opportunity. I look forward to serving my people of Dominica, not just the Rosa Valley, not just Dominica, but God's people from near and far as they come on holiday. I mean, there's so much we can do. Agriculture to me is such a very good topic where we will be feeding. We as UPP will be feeding. It was said before, and we will make sure it happens again, and in a much better way, where we are feeding the world by extension.
What are some of the things in terms of, let us say, one or two policies now that you'd want to see be implemented when you get that opportunity, Davidson, as part of the UPP team, in terms of governing of the country where the agricultural sector is concerned?
Mandatory taught in schools. Every person will have a very good understanding of agriculture at a very early age in school. No pesticides. Proper health, proper good quality farming practices, and monitored. We will have the extension team go into people's farms to make sure they are observing good farming practices that the state, the country, Dominica, has authorized. So nobody will be just doing whatever they want to be doing. We want to see your checklists. We want to see how you've been doing, what you've been doing. There will be a checker to check on you to make sure that what you are selling is what it's supposed to be to the people. Whether it's a family home, whether a restaurant. So there are certain mandatories that will be in place to make sure right? If you want to do whatever, it's for yourself, but you cannot do whatever and come and sell it to people, provide it for people. We want to make sure that at a very early age, every child that goes to school, they are aware of the importance of agriculture.
So in a nutshell, I'm hearing you saying, Davidson, value for money.
Value for money. Lofty, there's much more I can share, but again, the word for tonight is small dosage.
True.
Right? Because we have to give people a chance to take it in and continue to give them something to come back to. We at UPP, I can see I have been blessed with quite a few things. One of the things I always say to myself is, I am not no tebe. I like to know what's going on, right? And we are here to enlighten the people. And from what I have seen thus far, I love what UPP is all about, because we are about educating the people, looking after their personal interests, looking after their wellness. It's a total package. And I'm happy to be part of this movement.
All right. Thank you very much, my brother. Let's take a much needed break at this time. It's already 8:30. We're going to do this and come right back.
Look upon my people. Now we are going out of our culture. The oppressors have changed our skin. We need to build back ourselves. Oh, Lord. Bring back the milk. Can't you stand good medicine? Bring back the milk. Vanilla and cassava. Bring back the milk. Coconut oil and cactus. Bring back the milk.
From Midnight Groovers, bring back the milk and honey days, huh?
Yeah, the cry of Cuba.
Folks, if you have to call into the program, that is your time now.
Remember, he said the fruitful rather we need more than transport.
Again, the numbers they are 449-3095, 3096, 3097, Digiline 616-4257. Overseas line being 305-432-9624. So far, so good in terms of information dispensed, huh? And in what David saying, doses? In what this Joanne in doses?
Small doses.
Look upon my people. Now we are going off of our culture. The oppressors have changed our skin. We need to build back ourselves.
Someone calls themselves Lamu, well, Sang Coach, first and foremost, Sang Coach, Lamu, and Coco. You guys, the kind of names you guys adopt for yourselves on Facebook, huh? But Sang Coach, Lamu, and Coco writes, by the sweat of thy brow thou shalt eat bread, the Bible says. You guys are on the right track. Teach the youth, teach the young people and elders how to farm.
Can't you stand bush medicine? Bring back the milk and vanilla and cassava. Bring back the milk and honey. Coconut oil and cactus. Bring back the milk.
Charles Williams here writes, we know very well conventional medicine, it says, do not cure the ongoing disease like hypertension, diabetes, and cancer, even the common colds. That's a controversial one, Mr. Williams. But he continues by saying, we know that it's our local foods we are using as medicines that support us and even cure us. Kenda Nicholas, you're locked. Good evening to you. Let's take one more verse from the Groovers and we'll get right back into the convo.
Don't slip, don't sit down and just die. We got the life and perhaps willing to grow. Remember the good old days. We got to work the land I stay for life. Bring back the milk honey. Came to sell push medicine. Bring back the milk honey. Vanilla and cassava. Bring back the milk honey. Coconut oil and pasta. Bring back the milk honey. Bring back the milk honey.
Bring back the milk and honey days, huh? So said Midnight Groovers in song, and that is what we are talking about here in terms of the healthcare and for sure the food that you guys are eating at this time. Folks, take a listen to this in terms of an upcoming event.
People of the Maho constituency, calling everyone from the Maho constituency. The United Progressive Party is inviting you to a public meeting at the Maho Market on Thursday, June 25th at 7 p.m. Come here from constituency candidate Loftus Lofty Durham, a man of principle, and party leader Joshua Francis, and other speakers. Come and hear firsthand how our plans include you. United Progressive Party, together for progress.
I know you want to hear that again, huh? You want to hear that one more time.
People of the Maho constituency, calling everyone from the Maho constituency. The United Progressive Party is inviting you to a public meeting at the Maho Market on Thursday, June 25th at 7 p.m. Come here from constituency candidate Loftus Lofty Durham, a man of principle, and party leader Joshua Francis, and other speakers. Come and hear firsthand how our plans include you. United Progressive Party, together for progress.
Yes, indeed. Together for progress, indeed. So, yes, folks, this Thursday at the Maho Market, we'll be having this public meeting in terms of an ongoing community / meet and greet of the Maho constituency, the Valley constituency, the Bellevue Chopin, the Pidit Savan constituency, the KT constituency, and others, the Roseau North constituency. Joanne, what have you been hearing? What have you been picking up in the Roseau North read that, pending, as it were, election, general or by-election? Anything you have been picking up from there?
Well, most I've been seeing lineups.
Lineups.
Yep. Lineups at the office. I don't know what they're lining up for, but
I heard some person was swearing because they did not get what they came for in terms of cash.
yes, I even heard I don't know if I should bring that up, but there's a lady that I heard said that they're being threatened if they don't vote this time for the new lady, Miss McDougall, that things that they have gotten before, like the houses, that it will be taken away from them. That's speculation. So, and that would be a terrible thing.
Very terrible.
Very.
But Davidson, Mrs. Green, that is something that we would really and truly have to help Dominicans in getting rid of that sort of give me a mindset, as it were. A lot of Dominicans now, they are in this sort of give me hand mindset. That situation where a pal rep or whoever it is would come around with little goodies, little trinkets, and would basically buy these people for nothing. 30 pieces of silver is much more than what some of these people get in terms of their souls. And so it is one thing to be part of government, to be the government of the day. It is a total different kettle of fish to help now eliminate or eradicate or help lessen that mindset. Because the mindset of the people after 25 years, it is something that we must contend with as well. So we have to be very cognizant of that fact out there. A lot of people. A matter of fact, I went and called you. Just canvassing the ground, talking to the people of Collio during this past week. And a number of people I spoke to when I presented myself, introduced and whatever it is. Lofty, if it's not money you bring in for me, I don't hear nothing to say. Straight up. That's it. If it's not money you bring in for me, Lofty, I don't want to hear what you have to say. And so, Davidson, our job ahead, if not twice, but triple times hard because of the realities, that is your word, the realities of Dominicans for the past 25 years. Dominicans were not made to think in terms of working hard. By the sweat of thy brow, thou shalt eat bread. Dominicans were made to think that, okay, everything is just a pie in the sky and everything will fall in your lap. And a lot of persons, sadly so, fell into that mindset. And so, as I said before, we have to be prepared to deal with a people with that mindset in moving forward head on. Your take.
So Lofty, I listen to you, and we are on the ground. I move on the ground myself. I deal with people on a daily basis, and as a party, we move around. We're seeing again different constituencies, and you are right in what you're saying. And for me, it's very, very disturbing. Lofty, with what I do with my business, I'm looking to employ people, and people don't want to work for you like that. They don't want to work for you, and you're right. As you move around, people are saying, what you have for me? Ready package, ready money I want. Men and women. It's money I want. And I'm saying to myself, whose money do you want? The money that's been given to you is state resources, right? And a UPP government, we will empower you to make your own money, where you can use your own money to do what you want to do, where you don't have to wait for me to come and buy a gas for you. You can fill your tank. You can buy your cooking gas. You can build your house. You can paint your house. You can do what you want to do with your own money because you have worked hard for it. So what we as a UPP government has to do with immediate effect, Lofty, is to change the mindset of the people, right? So there must be some really hard drive education, re-education, changing the people's mindset to let them understand that no one is coming to save you but you.
And added to that, make the avenues available.
Yes,
so
we
that
create the avenues.
They can be engaged positively in work.
We will create the avenues to make sure that people can empower themselves.
We were in Fonkole when?
This week. Yeah.
And one of the situations we saw on the ground,
yeah,
was mangoes just littered on the ground.
Yeah. Avocado is coming in,
and we were saying,
right?
But
avocado season is coming in, Lofty, and it's the same with avocados, mangoes, avocados. What are we doing with this thing? Reservoir processing, reservoir agro processing. What are we really? I mean, we don't want to bash nobody. I personally don't want to bash nobody, but we're just looking at the facts at hand. So what we are going to do is to create what we are asking Dominica to do, is to give us that opportunity to create the opportunities for wellness with you, for you, right? We have a lot of resources here. There's lots of things we can do as a country, as a people, to empower our own selves. And as we move around again, as you said, Lofty, earlier, I saw some big men in Fokole there. I mean, you don't want to call places, but that's the reality of it, that they're waiting for somebody to come and buy them a drink. I mean, I can share a drink with you, but to buy you a drink, Like if I don't buy you a drink, you cannot buy yourself a drink. I mean, this is deep, right? I meet you, I can say, Lofty, let's go have a drink. You can say, hey, let's go have a drink. Right? We can have a drink, nothing. But most of these people, they cannot meet their day-to-day commitment. So we really need to understand what we are undertaking. And to you, the audience out there, we, your humble servants, we are willing to serve you as our people, right? We are willing to do the work with you, and for you. And it's going to be a shared responsibility of wellness where you do your part, we do our part. Together, we all win. Right? That attitude where they were thinking government owe you a house. I mean, I was raised where we had to build our own house.
Sure.
Right? You had to build your own house, Lofty. Right? How many people can say they own a piece of land? How many people can say they buy a piece of land and build a house, or they buy a house?
True.
Right? That's almost like eradicated in our culture now. Huh? Lofty?
True, you're on point.
Right? Some people take a year, 2 years, 3 years to build their home with their sweat. That's a thing of the past. You send your children to school to study. It's like, come on, you know what I mean? So what we are presenting to you, our listening audience here, is hope where a better Dominica, as Chubby said in the song there, right? We can do it together. We can. And back to our motto, you know, as a UPP motto, you know, we are here to help you, to teach you, to share with you that for progress. Together we can progress. Together we can. You know, Lofty, this is needed right now in Dominica more than ever. Right? Today there I doing my thing, and I'm telling you, there, as I said to you earlier in the market, it's Father's Day weekend, right? I mean, Father's Day always seems to get the lower end of the stick. I mean, I don't know why. Mother's Day tend to get the better part.
Why is that, Joan? Joan is smiling. Joan have the answer to Joan. Why is Father's Day always getting the shorter end of the
shorter
stick?
end of the stick?
Well, Lofty, I can tell you, I was raised without a dad, and my mom, every year I would celebrate Father's Day with her because she was both my mother and father. I would like to say goodnight to my mom, Catherine Hector. She was both my mom and dad. So, you know, and some persons out there, I don't mean to make you all feel any way if I am, but mothers are basically both mother and father. So I guess if when Father's Day come around, people don't feel like celebrating it.
So Lofty, if I should add to what Joanne is saying, right? So this is something that we have to be very mindful of. So bringing back that core unit in society, which is family, and empowering mom and dad to know that their roles are very valid. Where when it's Mother's Day, mothers will get what they deserve, fathers will get what they deserve. So we'll bring back some core values in the family, because we need family. Good family values, good family principles.
True. Thank you very much, guys. It's already what, quarter minutes, 15 minutes, quarter to the hour of 9 o'clock, and so in the next 15 minutes we have to get out of here. But in terms of coming back or driving home some of the most salient points, Joanne, that you mentioned before, and David's in terms of agriculture and health, especially zeroing on the elderlies, what would you guys want to sort of leave on the minds of our listeners and viewers tonight? Joanne, your take.
Well, this evening I would like to say to the viewers that healthcare, it's not just a privilege, but it's our fundamental right. And, you know, we should commit to build a better healthcare system that serves our citizens, and not just our young persons, but our elderlies. And we need to serve our citizens with dignity and efficiency and compassion. And we as a UPP family, that is what we are here for today. We want to build a better healthcare system that would better serve our people and to better serve the nation. We want to create better health centers, our hospitals. There are things that we have to leave Dominica to go overseas, and some of us don't have the money to do it, Lofty. So we want to, as a UPP family, that's what we want to do, to bring in.
And just to add, Joanne, some of the services that you spoke of that Dominicans have to go overseas to do or to get done, we used to do that right in Dominica.
Sure.
So we have certainly been in a declining mode healthcare wise for some time.
Yes.
Sad but true. Caller, yes, good evening to you. Overseas line.
Good evening, Lofty.
My brother.
What's up? A long time.
Brother.
Let
Bob.
me say good evening to your guest. Very brilliant man. And the lady, you still have a lady with some lady there with you, right?
Yes. We are there. We are here still.
Yeah. Let me say good evening and love and respect.
Good evening,
Lofty,
sir.
I want to start up by the comment earlier when you talk when your partner you talk about the MAPWE. I mean, we have to make it clear to Dominicans that MAPWE business, Lofty, is not politics, and I'll never believe it's politics. When you win a seat or you strive to represent your people, it is an honorable thing. You cannot be giving people MAPWE, spreading your propaganda, bringing down people and call that honorable, Lofty. That's why you had the honorable Prime Minister, the honorable members, for the honorable to be honored. So it cannot be MAPWE, and it's time for Dominica to get that straight in their head. Bringing people down and getting that tribalistic way because somebody have a different views or a different opinion. They somewhat your enemy. That's not honorable, Lofty. But the other thing I want to say now, I want to ask you a question. Is the UPP willing to debate any opponent, regardless of who the opponent is? If we're going up, we're striving for a seat, we're supposed to present our ideas, our views to the people and make the best man win. Because I always believe politics is about ideas, about a vision, about bettering people life. That's why I say it's honorable, Lofty, and that's why I love it, because when you sacrifice yourself for your people, tell me that is the greatest honor you could have. And when people trying to buy people like Cruz carry them using money to buy people and people telling you, if you don't give them money, don't talk to Lofty. It's a shame and a disgrace, but that's the situation we're in, you know what I mean?
Yes,
but again, I want to know if the UPP will make it a policy that any candidate they're going up against, we must sit down and debate. Let it come before the people, to free whoever it is. UWP, UPP, Freedom, Labour, whoever. That business of a man in power for 26 years and has never come before the people and share his ideas and his views about the policy and how we're going to bring Dominica forward. Lost is a disgrace. But I want to say, hats off again. Politics is about ideas, vision, programs, and move to better people's life, to make people feel they are part of Dominica, to give people a sense of purpose. So I always regard politicians as honorable. But one man coming up and fight against each other and that MAPWE business and division business and try to put down each other, backbiting each other, undermining each other, Lofty, that cannot be honorable. And if you want me to call you honorable, you cannot be partaking and supporting. I think anybody running for public office, as a matter of fact, should condemn anybody, any other person that try to bring down another person, even if it's your opponent. You could bring them down with your vision, bring them down with the facts, bring them down with your program, your knowledge. Make it clear to the people, and we will choose who the better person is to represent the constituency, because that's what about. We're looking for the best person to represent the constituency, and the one that have the support of the majority become prime minister. And it's time people get that straight. Thank you, lot, for listening.
All right, my brother. Thank you very much for your ears indeed, and thank you for your comments. What you just contributed a while ago to the program. Much appreciated indeed. In terms of just answering your question, sir, what I can tell you straight off the bat is that the United Progressive Party, which I am part of, Davidson and Mrs. Green, we are part of, and the others, we are prepared, we are willing, we are able and capable to debate the issues. And hear what I say, the issues of the day as it pertains to the betterment of Dominicans. So yes, the United Progressive Party, in terms of the potential candidates, we are ready, we are willing, we are capable, and we are able to debate on the issues as relates to the Dominican people, where their betterment or their best life is concerned. So yes, Brother Bob, we can do just that once the opportunity presents itself indeed. As a matter of fact, we pride ourselves as a country of operating on a democratic rule, a democratic principle, a democratic way of life. And so that forms part of democracy, Mrs. Green. That forms part of the democratic rule is when you're putting up yourself for public life, public office, as the caller alluded to. The people need to know from you or get an idea from you as to what you're bringing to the table. We have seen that, in the reverse form in Dominica of late. But that is what the UPP is trying to reinculcate, as it were, in the minds and hearts of Dominicans. Persons have to know what is Davidson Timothy, what is Mrs. Green and the others bringing to the table, so that trust and confidence can be placed in you guys, so that at the end of the day, that little qua, they say, that vote can be allocated against your name when election is called. And so that is why we have taken the patience, the time to walk the ground, meet and greet the people, so that when the people say, something is Davidson we need, Davidson we have been hearing from, Davidson we know his plans, we know Davidson's ideas, we know his aims for us as a people, then for sure we are prepared to give that confidence, or that vote of confidence, as it were, to Davidson and others. So that is why we at UPP, we are taking time off to meet and greet the people in the different hamlets, in the different constituencies out there. So, Brother Bob, that in a nutshell answers your question. I hope it did. Davidson, any further comments from you, Mrs. Green, before we bring it to a wrap in just a while?
Well, Lofty, I just want the people of Dominica to know that we, the UPP, we are here and we care about your well-being. We don't want to be giving off money as the other parties
by the way, do you have money to give?
No, I don't. Definitely not.
Let's take a call there. Caller, good evening to you. We'll come back to that money giving thing in a while, Joan Green. Yes, caller, good evening.
Good evening.
Hi, good evening.
Hello.
Hi, good evening.
When people want money to vote, that is not right. It's a democratic right. People should vote because they love their country and not getting money without the work. Because if you love your country, you vote and you don't look for money. You want to know what you are going to do. You don't go to ask for money. The first thing.
All right, thank you. Thank you, caller. Thank you for your succinct comment here. Very, very true indeed. Thank you. Thank you very much. So yes, as the caller was saying, persons who are, asking for money, they're doing a disservice to the country, in a nutshell.
Definitely.
But Joanne, you said you had some to give.
No, all I had to give is love. All I have to give is love.
David snaps some for sure. A comment here, Davidson. Just before you comment, let me just read a comment here from Timothy Green. It says here, right now the present government they are trying to win the hearts of the young people. See what's going on for the past week. The handout government are just doing the foolishness all over again, making our people lazy. The people don't need handout; they need a job, so that they can bring you a long way from struggling. Yeah, that is a comment from Timothy Green here. Let me read another comment here in terms of this one says, yeah, let me see. Organic farming is a priority, free from chemical fertilizer and pesticides for better health. Baking soda, Epsom salt, crushed egg shells could be used as a natural fertilizer. Neem leaves extract and strongman bush, that is cuckoo wick, yes, crush with juice makes a good natural pesticide as well for plants. Health is wealth to the nation. Without good health, the people will perish indeed. Wow, it's almost 9. Someone is saying here, so that person is well in tune and they want some more. But conscience, unfortunately, we have to leave in just a bit. But
Yes.
so Davidson, in terms of your comments, you were making wrapping up.
Well, Lofty, there's so much we can say. So what I want to say to the people this evening, as we wrap up tonight's program, is there's much more where this is coming from. In terms of education, right? There's no money sharing from us. We have a lot to inform you about. I just want to take the opportunity, Lofty. Right now we know it's exams time and graduation time and
True.
everything going on, So I just want to big up my community of Mon Prosper. We sent 2 young men, and this has been a concern of mine when I came back to Dominica this time around, where Mon Prosper was the #1 village in Dominica, it was said at the time, for young men high school dropouts.
Okay.
And since I have been here, I have seen an increase in terms of the quality of the young men uplifting themselves, right? And there's much more I personally would like to see happen, not just in Mount Prosper, but in the Roseau Valley and Dominica by extension, right? So as we speak right now, we sent 2 young men to write a common entrance, and we got a scholarship. Both did well, but one got a scholarship. So Kaylan and Rivaldo, yeah, they did very well at the common entrance. We have graduation coming up soon. And also, I would just like to take the opportunity to wish all the fathers in the Roseau Valley happy Father's Day. And continue, fathers, to do what you do, to stand out, not to blend in, but to stand out. So we at UPP, I know for sure, with you putting me and us here to represent you as a government, I can tell you for sure the men will stand out, right? Not only for Father's Day, but all throughout the year. So as we close up, Lofty, my closing comments would be, we look forward to entertaining you. We look forward to educating you. We look forward to sharing your moments. Our constituents, our country, Dominica, we at UPP, with the leadership of Mr. Francis, this man, I can testify, he means well. This man loves his people of the Salibia constituency. He loves his people of Dominica. And thus far, from every of the candidates, my colleagues, my colleagues, I can see the passion. I can feel your passion. Most importantly, I can feel your love to have the Almighty's will be done. And I want to say thank you. Thank you for having me in the party. Thank you for having me in this movement. Thank you for having me as part of the change for Dominica. So Dominicans, Dominica, we have much more to share with you. Thank you. Have a good evening.
Thank you, Mr. Timothy. Well said, well executed. Joanne.
Well, all I want to say, or all I want to leave with the people is that one special word that I always speak of, and that is freedom. We, the Dominican people, we need freedom. And it's up to us right now to go out and reconfirm, to vote, so that when election comes around, we can create that freedom for ourselves. Because I know that there's a lot of us out there who we're looking for that freedom from the present party, ruling party of Dominica. So go out and confirm and do your duties and vote on that day.
All right, Joanne, to yourself, I say, well said, well executed. Thank you very much. Time well spent tonight. You see how 2 hours you can fly?
Oh, yes, I enjoyed.
You enjoyed it. So
Definitely.
you'll be back.
Oh, yes, I will be back.
You'll be
I
back.
will be back. And-
I can see the confidence is growing nicely. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you.
I also want to say good night to the people of Rosanov,
Mhm.
especially the people of Fonkole. And I just want you guys to know that I love you. And you guys are so dear to my heart.
All right, indeed. Final caller. Good evening to you. You have to be brief. Thank you. Good evening. Go on.
Hey, Lofty, good night.
Yes, sir. Good evening.
Good night to Joanne and your other brother from the valley.
Good evening. Good evening.
Yes, Lofty, when you get a chance, I would like you to get in touch with Mr. Alvin, former Secretary of the PSU, to find out the statistics of importing food and our exporting and our importing of food and meat. Because the last time I heard you give a number, it was very high. And Miss Joanna, I do natural medicine for your patients, like your elderly people. I have not a cream. I can give you a number to contact me.
Caller, I don't know what happened, but you dropped off the grid. Sorry about that. We did not do that. I don't know what happened. Thank you very much. Nonetheless, we got your 2 points you raised in terms of me trying to find out some more details from Brother Alvin Thomas. And also you give a hint to our guest here, or our member here, that is Mrs. Green, her contact number. Well, I have his contact number, Miss Green, so I can give that to you for some local herbal stuff indeed. Let's do this, folks, in terms of our continued engagement on the ground, this time in the Maho constituency, and my final comments, and we wrap for the night.
People of the Maho constituency, calling everyone from the Maho constituency. The United Progressive Party is inviting you to a public meeting at the Maho Market on Thursday, June 25th at 7 p.m. Come here from constituency candidate Loftus Lofty Durham, a man of principle, and party leader Joshua Francis, and other speakers. Come and hear firsthand how our plans include you. United Progressive Party, together for progress. People of the Maho constituency, calling everyone from the Maho constituency. The United Progressive Party is inviting you to a public meeting at the Maho Market on Thursday, June 25th at 7 p.m. Come here from constituency candidate Loftus Lofty Durham, a man of principle, and party leader Joshua Francis, and other speakers. Come and hear firsthand how our plans include you. United Progressive Party, together for progress.
All right, indeed, folks, together for progress, folks. We apologize. We cannot take any more calls at this time. We have to basically be out of here, or we should have been out of here already. But for my our wrapping up comments here, we want to say a special thank you to all of you who were glued in tonight from 7 o'clock to listen to the United Progressive Party's program for yet another night here, the 20th night of June 2026. Folks, that is it. We heard from Mrs. Green tonight in terms of the care for the elderly, the much needed care that is needed in Dominica at this time. She's well experienced in that area. And yes, you heard her said she has found a niche in the UPP to help deliver in terms of much more health and care for elderlies indeed. Brother Davidson basically touched on the agricultural aspect tonight and keeping us, safe in terms of food and its security thereof. So thank you very much, Davidson. Thank you very much, Joanne. And thank you very much for your eyes and ears each and every time. Let's do this one as we depart from you. Those of us who speak the truth, be prepared to stand alone sometimes. It's a tough road to walk sometimes when you speak the truth. Lucky Dobby. So on that note, we say bye-bye. We love you. Brother Zed Lloyd, good evening to you.
You gotta know so long as I